How's it going, everybody? We are back with some Pillars of Eternity today. Um, I'm gonna be playing for a couple hours. Oh, that's out of known. I should have checked. All right. There we go. Boom. Okay. Anyway, that's fixed. Let's play, shall we? I don't remember where we're at. Why does it look like it's loading us in the beginning of the game? Did I start a new character? Play by myself? I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when you leave on a road trip. Either way, we'll just load. Okay.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Yep. Let's start a new game. Um. Oh, I'm there. Okay. What? What are we doing? Hermit of Hadrat House. Inform Lady Webb about the Laden Keys activity. Okay. Um. I don't think I have to do anything until later. Leave on relog. Or showed me where to find the Cleobon relog, but he warned me to steer clear of the Glanfathan tribes guarding the. Learned of the Green Mother's Path. When I first encountered the Green Mother on the road, I experienced a dream. Well, it was a dream of childbirth. Happened. Don't know where to find her. Well, the pig farmer in Deerford told me that the ogre made off with his herd. He wants to be dead and wants to be his head. Somewhere in the west wilderness outside of Deerford Village. Okay. Tragill. I know the whereabouts. Front of a half collapsed tower. Okay, let's work on that. I literally have no idea what else to do.
The smell around here reminds me of this stable hand, Drutman. Not real popular with the women, Drutman.
Just so you all know, I will be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be back streaming on Monday. I have a wedding to go to this weekend. So Thursday. A sturdy, broad-shouldered man wipes his hands on his slacks. He reeks of the same foul compound wafting from the bath center. What can you tell me about one that her father's men have been banging down trouble looking for? I never met myself. Dangler told me you two were acquainted. He doesn't miss much. What exactly did he tell you? That she was like, Father's dragged her out here to get hitched to some backwoods noble. She wanted an escape, right? And I was happy to give it to her. We snuck across the river a few nights ago for some private time. Come to find out, we weren't exactly alone. An ogre, taller than Windfrisk's tails, sprung out of the forest, and we were so lost in the heat of the moment we didn't notice it until it was upon us. He grabbed Alis and disappeared into the night before I could even pull my britches up. What you get for banging in the woods. Mentioned it to her father. His lordship's guards have bashed in enough doors looking for the girl. I'm not eager to have them do the same to my... She could still be alive. I'm in no shape to go after her, but that Heron looks like he'd have coppers to spare for anything. Others around here, I've seen the ogre east of town. Took most of Rumbold's pigs just the other day. If someone were to find it, there'd be a lot of grateful people in Deerford. Something about an ogre? He's hardly talked about anything else since those pigs of his went missing. The whole town's been worried about that monster. People are starting to see shapes in their windows at night, hearing its growl and the snoring of their mates. It would put a lot of minds at ease if got rid of it. Sometimes venture into the wilderness, collecting ingredients for my dyes, mind you. I've seen tracks east of here, near the river. That couldn't have been anything. The tower, it's collapsed. A few hides on stretching racks. And the tallow stench Dangler's always grumbling. The rest of the keep's dust, just like the fool Lady Thanu. Right? Fool Lady Thanu who tried to hold it. There's a bard at the inn and we'll tell you the whole blazing story if you want. Blood Legacy, huh? Virgo claims that an ogre took Alis somewhere near the Vale River east of Deer. Alright. So we go east.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Bird Crossing. That's 4 hours east. Dang. Seemed like that long, but only it is. Okay. Hey, Bailey construction completed. Awesome. Stand high above the walls of the stronghold. Upgrading the towers will grant a perception bonus when south curtain wall provides further protection to Bailey from that. Alright, time for I'm traveling with a grievance right now. I said it. Doesn't look like it. That's fine.
Bring them down.
Oh. Hold it. Wait, hold on. She's in my party. Can I not talk?
Well,
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed. Your
Oh, there we
mind
go.
comes bearing
And questions for you. And speak for you. I should listen. This Watcher when we met. Do you know what a Watcher is? Slow chill, and for a moment it seems that she is going to fade from your and bear to be seen.
The title came unbidden. I do not know why I spoke of it. Yet it seemed the right mantle, a familiar one.
You don't know where it came from. If I've given where it came, if I've given offense. Oddly enough, it feels like she's not speaking to you. It feels like she's speaking to an audience. The air takes on a curious feel, which just for a sharp moment fades into a given offense, forgive me. Forgive me. You would know more. Do not know. It is an odd feeling. Do not know where it stems from. It was a word that arose when you saw me. It is said watchers see that much that others do not. Hidden from the eyes of others for time. And no one can
Their
see you.
eyes see me, but their minds will not remember past the call. My face is like the call of a newborn, hiding the face beneath, and for my body, I am able to wrap myself as a mother cradling her child. I am here, as you see me, but to them, their eyes see only the cloak that I wear, a peasant mother, dirty, shabby, not worth knowing. As a watcher, you see more than others. To the eyes of most, I am as unseen as the spirits you share memories with.
How are you able to affect the flow of their senses down a different path, a place easily forgotten? It is not unwelcome when one does the presence of a surface of their minds register a figure and slips away. See a woman, there is no desire for conversation. Any question? First met, how was I able to enter?
I do not know. What do you speak of? If you were in my thoughts, I could not feel your presence, nor do I know what you saw there.
Oh, here we go. He speaks, you suddenly feel, oh, it's because of my class, nice. Suddenly feel an odd sensation in your mind. Walking to a library, a vault of books, grimoire. You suddenly realize that whether she were not, you could enter her dream. Ever know. There is something about her mind where you could hold it like a book of enchantment. Keep the memory as you. Suddenly, you find yourself back in your thoughts. So you were away for but a moment, aware of your thought. Maybe one of your gifts, an ability to walk in memories as easily as someone walks upon. Feel her slowly nod. My mind is open to you as it was before when we met. Stop you if I wish. Memory is not as it was. Forgotten. You would walk in my thoughts. My thoughts feel strangely apologetic. Welcoming. Once. Perhaps you may learn something that will strengthen you, or a clue to what has caused this terrible burning of the fields of souls and halted Barras. Mind gives way. Acid, almost done. 4. Circling the memory you shared when you. And suddenly, calm. You are on a plateau, almost the height of a tower. Stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and the plateau surrounding it in all directions, forest, hazy with mist. Although whether it is actual mist, or distance, or recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arc above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention. And the event unfolding before. The plateau is soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you often cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body. Your physical contours have changed. You hear a soft series of chimes, wind chimes. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture as if the sound is beckoning you, filling your senses and thoughts like boiling softly in a filled chamber. Chimes, and the chime coaxes you deeper into the memory. Certain is a memory. You're on the stone of the plateau. You're on the warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like. The plateau is formed of it, glistening in the sun. Feel the heat on your skin. Your hands are in motion, weaving, not thread, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movements of the wheel. Your hands are wet. Your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of its head turning. Head slick, wet from the hands you are wearing, inhabiting. Done this many practiced. Feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges a stream of fluid from the newborn slide forward. They were breathing. I know I've read this before, but I'm trying to remind myself. So, as your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes clear, cutting through the haze of memory. Where they are coming from, but they are close and coaxed by your hands, free movement. And eagerly, the child goes forth, and as it does, your hand weaving, moving along with a soft, wet rope, no, an umbilical cord from the legs of the naked woman before you. You are holding a small child, still wet from the womb. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul. The chimes swing in its thoughts, filling it with welcome. Those blurred at the edges. You are viewing in a soul, but it is there, live. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hand turned to the child. You wear something you've done many times before, and your hands sometimes echo the movement. You realize the chimes are hanging from cords in your room, or once they echoed in the memory. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting into the world. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from a parched throat. Her emotions seem soothed, but the physical demands of labor have left her. The child is here. The child is safe. All atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distant, flattening. With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own. Again, the grieving mother stands silently before you. She's aware of what you've seen, entered her memories. Walked again in your dreams, thoughts, or memories. A mixture of curiosity and fear wells up between you. There is your left hand at her wrist, quelling the rise. Frightened, curiosity.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them.
The dream. The memory I saw upon me. It was you helping give birth to a child. There's silence. As your breath falls still, you hear the faint cry of a child. Newborn child. Almost exactly like what you heard in the dream. As you listen, the grieving mother raises both her hands. This child does so. In a semblance of the gentle turning she provided while the crowning. To your surprise, you recognize words from the news. As she waves her hands through the air in front of her, the child's cries grow. The sound of the chimes weaves melodically into your sky seems sharp and clear. You feel as if you are towering over your, as if kneeling atop a great pillar. You're surprised the grieving mother falls as if her strings were cut and her crack hard against the ground. Her hands never cease moving in the air, and the chimes echo. Ragged voice you hear her speak. The voice is that of a much older woman. Harsh, almost dead.
Tell me what you saw. Show me what you saw. Where were you?
Mount Ledge, I think it was high up. Forest drifting great rock. Middle of a forest atop a great plateau. The sky was clear. She kneels before you on the ground. She whispers to you hoarsely, fainter with
The stone of the plateau. Its color. Tell me its color.
her Adra. Watch her hands rise before you. For her. She clasps them, feeling them for the first time. She stares down into the cradle of her hand. Down one. With the
And what did these hands hold?
Ooh, cipher. Tell the mother while she gave birth, where there was a child you were bringing forth in your hand. Ooh. I'm gonna go with this one. There's a sudden intake of breath and then a reliever closed, forming into slits, but brief glimpse you of a crippling pain in her features seems to have you swallows once, twice, and with her once again in your grasping hand. Followed and dropped.
It was the birthing bell you saw. It's been so long. Have I forgotten so much?
Words comes a river of impulses, thoughts as if loosed from a breaking dam. Your mind wraps the impulses into words. You realize it is her muscles and her heart and thoughts relaxing and breathing again. There is such an intensity you almost want to step back from, but you find the wave of impulses, as questions float to the surface. Among them, it's a
It is a
birthing bell.
plateau formed of the spirit stone Audra. At its top is set a great bell, cradled in the reaching arm of the plateau. It stirs in the wind, and it sounds for leagues when struck by Kith hands.
Right?
In distant times, the great bell served as a Glanfathan watchtower, perhaps. Why they abandoned it, I do not know. Other men came in time, settlers, and claimed the tower as their own. I, in turn, claimed it from them. The pillar became a cradle where I could draw new souls into the world. Yes, yet I believe you only saw a small part of the birthing ritual. It is not all in a moment, nor in a day. It is a journey of many years between the child, the mother, and I.
Much I can do to aid the mother. Some sought the physical comforts of rituals, steady their thoughts. Adra from others would seek advice, words of counsel for the days ahead. Able to provide drops, tinctures, and a reading of the child's spirit, all the strength.
The ritual was one of many steps. It took many tens of years to carve them, but always the child's thoughts were there to guide me, from the moment it began to awaken, to the 3 seasons within the mother, to the birthing day, and the years to follow. The child's thoughts, that is where it began. The expectant mother, I could often sense her thoughts, and those of her child, before she could. I would soothe her, free her from the panic of questions. I would sound the memory of the birthing bell atop the plateau in her mind, letting the memory of the vibrations fill my thoughts and hers. Often, the child's soul could hear it too, so the sound of the bell echoed in the mother's thoughts.
Sharing memories and thoughts can bond lives together and hardships. All the sharing of what is familiar. The bell itself provides shelter for such thoughts. Into the crevices in the rock where one can find shelter. Plus, where you feel the age all around. Such shared images can bond souls even to draw strength. Mentioned the ritual lasted years. What would happen after? Pain is channeled away, and the mother and child breathe again. Sound the birthing bells on my wrist. Allow the mother to hear the child's thoughts, ringing, echoing in each other. Bells open the way between. Let her feelings pass into the newborn. Feel the child in return. Feelings meet. That is when I leave another hide them. Bells play an important role in the birthing process. Yes, and for years after. I gave a set to the child after delivery. It is a reminder of the memory of the child shared. Bells coax the child forth, so they accompany the child onwards, fastened about the wrist. Care for him. There's no magic in it except the magic of physicality. The child sought to leave their cradles or escape their cribs. The mother could know through the warning of the chimes alone. Time, bond was strong. If not watched, children, much trouble may be. Watched over these children for years after their birth. Children are fragile things. Even the ties of blood and mind may not be enough. Watched, even then the body may fail the mind. But if watched, sickly child, the life. Many of their souls were tied to me. The child's spirit failed. Sound the chimes in their mind and grant them strength, even from afar. It did not always serve, but hope. You've seen tragedy too, enough to never wish to feel it again. Sometimes before the bell, children passed upon the waters of the lake beyond the bell. Sometimes while alive, their paths and futures were weak. It was a different time. Children were treated carelessly. Those times. What would you give a telling of a child?
Would come seeking their child's future, or a reading into the child's past, the lives its soul is said to have lived.
So chill, and for a moment it seemed going to fade from your vision. Where do we see?
Such things are not mine to see. I meant no offense.
Oddly enough, it feels like she's not speaking to you. As the thought of Watchers crosses your mind, and you feel sharp pain stabbing the sudden burn of ashes across your back. The grieving mother.
I
Fearful.
was something else, but because the title Watcher was cast on me, the word carried a weight I had neither earned nor deserved. The world seems filled with such titles. They distract, I think, from the actions of the person, from their strengths.
Did you believe you were a Watcher?
The world has many corners, and in some corners the name Watcher is more known. It is an easier title than others, and at times it is easier to wear. Placing a title upon what is unknown can dispel the fear of it, and I did not fight it. I even believed it true, though I knew little of the ways of Watchers. It even granted me strength. I was able to see the thoughts of others, shape them, and help guide souls. Watcher seemed enough, and the name seemed to matter little in the light of one's acts.
What came to you to read their child's souls? What did you tell them?
I drew upon the present. I felt the soul of the mother before me, and used that to tell the child's path, to give it a voice. If only the thoughts of the mother and the emotions that lie beneath were mine to impart. They did, and so I used that as the telling of their child's future.
Turned out to be untrue.
Futures fulfilled by one's own spirit are as strong as anything seen by another's eyes. And if one draws from the emotion of the mother, it matters only when harm is done. And their lives I knew well. I could weave their lives, their thoughts over time, to the mother, to the child. And once the child had been born, was sheltered, I could relax the threads of thought until the child could stand on its own.
So you shaped their thoughts, made the readings true.
To show them the life I see before them, and even greater, make them believe it.
I don't know what a Watcher does. Do not shape minds, we see them as they are.
The most strongly worded tells may not be enough to save a child and allow it to be born. If I have the strength to strip away the stem of a mother's spite to expose kindness, weave nurturing from disdain and neglect, then that is my calling. And with the weight of Watcher behind my thoughts, these tells gain strength. Strength I never possessed on my own. They believed. And what they believed became the truth. With each child that was set upon that path, the title of Watcher became stronger. You must understand, without such a weight upon my words, many lives would have been lost, drowned, cast in the lake beyond the bell. Now the trail to the lake is lost and reclaimed by the forest, as was meant. A Watcher was not there to look over us, but it was a Watcher that saved them, and with a Watcher's strength, children were born, were cared for, and grew strong. What use is a frightened will when a spirit is at stake? Would you let the fears of a mother end her newborn's life? You felt it in the memory, the weight of it, the importance of the child's life. It was a memory we shared.
Suddenly there's a rasping cry across your consciousness. She raises her hands and you kind of straight astonishing.
Greater good was done, and children were saved. It is a choice you may be forced to make one day, and when faced with it, you will make the same one.
There's
This
my own
choice is
choice.
not yours to make, Watcher. You will do as the world needs, as its children need. It is greater than you and your twist of sight.
Alright, let's talk about something different.
It is because I once believed I was one, and others believed I was one.
A cipher. Alright. A name for someone with your abilities. With cipher in your mind. I did not train for in such things. A title feels more of a cloak the world casts on. It is curious how a title such as that one can define one. And at times, be the source of such emotion comes from the voice of others. It is the curse of the so that they were once smart, hated, dimmed, feel it, their hatred. They burn bright in the past, good focus, and then fall on the. Alright, well. She didn't realize that I'd seen inside her mind, nor did she know what this vision was. Tales, perhaps. Never involved a place known as Birthing Bell. It was clearly a great significance to the grieving mother, perhaps. There's something of what happened there and why. Your mother was a midwife at the Birthing Bell. The soul, she admitted it, were often fabricated based on what they expected the mother to hear. Clearly thought she was doing these women and children a service, but she wasn't just the matter further at this point. Perhaps she'll open up more as. Alright. Let us continue.
As you wish.
Everyone. Boy, not much to be discovered. I got Durance traveling with me. I got Sarah, Aloth, of course, Algina. What is classic? You wizard. You're fighter, that's correct. Or priest. Or paladin. Wood beetles are easy. My abilities on them. Oh, you done just exploded. It'll be a while before anyone levels up. Okay. On camp. Maps in these games are just so pretty. I like exploring the entire all the detail. For that one, really. Ooh, I think I found it. I think I found where the troll's been kept. Or not kept, but living. I'm probably gonna find the lady dead. Search the cave of Deerherd Crossing, and cave east of the Bale River. Smells like corpses rot. Like corpse rot. Something hungry must live here. Bet. I feel like I'm gonna need to pull out some tricks for this fight. Going against an ogre. Probably gonna need to pull out some tricks. Oh, well, your mother's down. Why aren't you people attacking? What's going on?
Hey. As you wish.
I can see this place through your eyes. We should take care.
Ah. Wow. On to death. Skulls and bones from a swarm of kith and beasts litter the cavern. Crushed. Sword, gnawed, and punctured by something with fangs as thick as an owl's. And there it is. Heyo, how's it going? Borgrok. As you advance in the darkness, the ground begins to tremble. You hear plodding footfalls, growling breaths, and bone snapping. An ogre steps out of the shadows, 10 feet tall and bulging. Tears a mouthful from a pink-fleshed limb and tosses it aside. Watches you from under the thick ridge of his brows. Too well equipped to be a villager. Bandit from the road, then. Must be. The ogre snorts and tightens his grip around a club. I've kept to myself, killed no one but the fools reckless enough to chase me. Why have you come looking for me? Looking for a young elven noblewoman. She's gone missing. Borgrak's snarl reveals a row of large stained teeth. I've done my best to avoid kith, especially the kind that might give rise to search parties. Stretches knuckles and eyes you. You never came here, that I'm sure. look elsewhere, but I got other questions. A farmer from Deerford claims you ate his pigs. Rams a fist in the wall and roars. Then I should have eaten the blazing farmer. I underestimated the love these villagers have for their swine. Bill, hold on. What are you doing in the cave? Hiding from your kind. Scratches the tusk glaring at you. Kith driven from their homes by strange storms. Bandits out for blood and coin. My kind is unsafe around Kith at the best of times. But now, tempers run hot and ogre blood is valued among you alchemists. Ooh, not high enough. Hole up in a spider infested cave. Really feared something. Looks pretty good. I told you, the Kith on the road these days hunger for anything they can eat or smell. I wouldn't last a week wandering them myself. Seems sensible enough to understand that now that you found me here, you can't leave. There's in a town further along the river with lots of pigs. I don't want to lie to the guy. Blazes, I don't need you to remind me how sorry my lot is. Your way of chasing me. Yep, I figured. God. I wonder. Ogre the ogre denied that he'd eaten A-list. I don't suppose he has something else I need to lie, but try Gilda. Alright, let's pull out some stops here. That. That. Or why not? We'll try and knock him down. Boy. I don't like how the enemies in the area. That. You know, you're just gonna go in for normal. With that as well. You, a deer, you work. So let's try that.
Rith!
I wish you no harm.
Knockdown actually worked, so let's go ahead and do that again. Just that. His visual receptor is dazing and blinding, as well as blinding nearby targets. It's gonna friends. Cards of devil, charming them for the duration. Sure, we'll go try it as a charm. Boom. Easy. Ogre blood and Korgrok's head. Thomas Plight. And the Rumbled in Deerford Village. Now that I've dealt with the ogre, I can return to Deerford and killed Korgrok. Rumbled will be pleased to see the beast's head.
Of course.
Everything else. Let's find out what else there is in this cave, though. Boom. Dude. Hater can tank. Nice. Holy mother of spiders.
Well. Tech. Kill them all.
Okay. Let's just keep blasting the spider with my magic. Perfect. I feel like things probably would have gone real wrong there if I hadn't been using my magic.
Kill them all. That's it.
Go. Site of Ancient Legends, huh? Thick webs repel and counter breeze, modified remains. Let me grab something to eat real quick. Alright, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I got Lunchable. Alright, let's get back into it. I'm gonna finish exploring this area before I go back to Deerford. Dead guy there. Creatures too. A lot of them. Okay. A man turns to face you, wiping blood from his estoc. His knit brows betray a moment of confusion. As he watches you, a slow, confident smile creeps over his face. The Iron Brand does not meet many travelers this far from the road. What would they be doing here? Elven man cocks his head at the other. Probably after that dragon egg, same as us, boss. The dwarf curses and spits in the grass. It's a rhetorical question, you dimwit. Tightens his grip on his sword. Everyone knows the roads between the villages are crawling with brigands. They're obviously bandits, same as us. But we want dragon egg. Sell it, of course. If I wanted to eat it, I would have grabbed some eggs from that farm in Deerford, too. Dragon eggs. They're round and large, and they come from dragons and drakes. What else is there to know? Ooh. I feel like it's high, so I can lie. Only the drakes mark their eggs, so you better hope you've sold it to the next poor sod before the... Quite. You can't seriously believe this. And even if it is true, we'll sell it before that happens. I'm not taking any chances with drakes. Say what you want. I'm out. See ya, Elfia. There's one less person to do it. Let her go. That just means bigger cut for us. Yeah. No, you're just gonna die. Oh my gosh, Ralph just exploded. Oh, there goes Durance. There we go. Hey Rex, Scrubs. Roommate should be getting home soon. Oh no. One to 30. armors. Probably light, yeah. I'm just stuck. Dex is who's my athletics? Pelagina. Because she's being godlike. Hate her. You're getting this up. Yeah, you don't look ridiculous at all. Yeah, there you go, Durance. Okay.
Of course.
The place is blackened and melted like canned wax. There's a small outcropping overhead with what appears to be a crude net, like a climb. Oh, grappling hook. You toss the grappling hook over the ledge, holding the attached rope with one hand. The hook lands with a satisfying clang and secure the line with a firm tug. Climb the rope. Take another look at the cliff. There may only be space. Well, we'll send Pelagina. The rope makes for a quick ascent. Pelagina climbs to the cliff. The nest is surrounded by glowing embers, twigs, and bones litter the area. An egg the size of a small keg is nestled among the detritus, heavy and awkward to carry. Well, we'll just lower it with a rope. Pelagina ties a rope around the egg. Pelagina lowers the egg with slow, steady motions. Once the prize has reached the bottom, settled in the dirt, Pelagina safely climbs down. Cool. I have a dragon egg.
I'm ready. Freros, Ceres!
But health, perfect.
What? As you wish. Kill them all.
These don't seem to be too bad.
Kill them all.
Hater, you look weird. Oh. Forest lurker, huh? Let's pull up some magic for this guy. There we go.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Of course. Yes. Kill them all!
Perfect. The Long March. Max endurance. Athletics. Well. Are my athletic champion? Oh, there's more things to kill.
No! Kill them all! No prisoner! No prisoners!
I don't know why they couldn't just go around, but whatever. Oh, there's a crossing right there. Okay.
Kill them all! Kill them all!
That's not very helpful.
You stand within what looks to be a ruined shrine. Moss-covered remnant of an ancient statue lies before you. Broken legs and feet of the sculpture remain. Long grooves alongside it suggest that it could be moved. Near the base of the statue, you discover a skull carved in the near the statue. Sure. Ah. Chip away at the base of the statue. By the time your arms are numb from the ringing hammer blows, you've scratched out a hole just wide enough to fit 3 fingers. Air whistles through the gap, but whatever's on the other side, you won't be. Is carved into the stone. Intricate. Out the gate. Closely, you notice a rusty key. Ooh, let's try and pick the lock. Some attempts, you realize that rusted lock is beyond the skill of both you and. Alright. Well, what'd you pry bar? Place the pry bar into the hole you chiseled. Leaning onto it with all your weight, you feel the statue slide and grind. The place pedestal reveals a dark passage.
There are beasts here. They are animals in human form.
I mean, before we go, we gotta rest. Diggity dog. Used a lot of stuff. Quite injured. No idea what's down here. We probably don't even need to be down here for a while. Effigy is made of several crooked sticks tied together with rough twine. Has an ominous flickering shadow on their wall. Found a rune of some kind underneath Deerford. Not clear what it used to be, but symbols of Skane have been painted on the walls and carpeting the tunnels.
I'll see it done.
I mean, if this has to do with that quest, go back and talk to Trigil first. I don't want to like accidentally screw things up or whatever. Trigil doesn't give anything up back here. Oh, I believe one of my, at least one or two of my rooms. I also want the XP for completing the other quest. So. And to get this ogre head out of my inventory.
Durance, do you take anything seriously? Or is the entire world just a setup for your idiotic punchlines?
The world is the punchline, Birdhorn. In all its weakness. Would you kill the messenger?
If he were as annoying as you, I'd consider it.
Boy, Pelagina sure doesn't like Durance. Or the ogre, that thing has a name? I don't know what's funnier, that you took the monster at its word or that you came back to tell me about it. Either way, I've heard enough. Yo, my dude, if he didn't do anything, why are you attacking me? Cargill attacked me when I realized I'd learned too much. Of course, I still don't know exactly what he was hiding. Well, there's a ruins. Take a saber instead.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Pick.
It's finished.
Got back here. Oh, there's a roommate. I become the effigy. I become Skink. Oh, my master chokes on his own. Yeah, okay. What we got down here? But this is the same ruins that I found 4 hours away. Yep. Oh, boom, there it is.
That's it.
Stained and rumpled bedroll appears to have been used recently. The rune symbol has been painted on this canvas. Oh. There's something that looks like blood. Wait.
Where there's a pick, there's a way. It's finished.
Sweet, camping supply. So many beetles. There we go. I mean, it's obviously a fake wall. Either didn't spot the lever, or it's somewhere else. Oh. Oh, there's another one. Damn. Create symbol has been painted, yep. Gain temple guards, huh? Get in there eventually, Curving Mother. You can do it. Yep. Yep. No, you did your best. That trap missed. I don't know how it missed, but it missed. Mantle of Breathing Flame. Aura. Friendly aura grants breathing flame. Dope. Oh, that was a bug. Sure. Oh.
Were they wrong? Love beyond. Bring them down.
Oh. Mother's down. I should have targeted two people. Alright, cool.
Of course.
Damn traps, man. Oh, there's a lot. Okay.
How may I help?
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Okay. Fuck me. Okay. Out of fireballs. You know what? Fuck it. Send a rolling flame through there.
Be on seat. Just get quiet.
So much for you. Kill them all.
Alrighty. I'm gonna need to rest again. Ow.
As you wish.
There's a lot of those. Home to Wodika. Suppose I've been lashed to this wooden effigy. Oh boy. Oh.
What is it, Bob? Yes. What is it?
Okay, I'm on.
Lavaru, be on seat.
Your aim is some improvement.
Forgot how good that spell was. I doubt these are getting better.
As you wish. Where there's a pick, there's a way. It's finished.
Go ahead and take a rest. Path ends in a precipice. The remains of a ruined bridge lie on the other side of the castle. The darkness below continues as far as you can see. Broken stone pillars, remnants of the missing bridge, rise from the across the gap. I think you see a long stone bridge. Wooden beams protrude from the stone. By their age, they look sturdy enough. Path ends in a precipice. Well, let's toss a rope and grappling hook. Aim for the beams on the opposite side of the chasm and hurl your grappling hook across the gap. It snags on one of the beams, digging into the wood as you pull. With a couple firm tugs, you determine that the connection is secure. Tie the free end of the rope to one of the beams next. Path ends in it. Oh, yeah. Catch. Get me across. The rope remains taut under your weight, but you feel the tension and vibration of every movement. Across the groans and creaks of the echo of the abyss. You progress slow and steady. The sound of labored breathing echoes across the chasm. Aloth and grieving mother are on the other side, safe but exhausted. A minor fatigue. Okay. You the only one? Oh, you're so done for then.
Perhaps a little rest is in order.
It was nice to camp and realize.
There are mines.
Wasted. Oh hey, knock it off with that pillar. On two.
Where there's a pick, there's a way. It's finished.
Ow.
Get off, lad!
Larger rack is spattered in blood and got fingernails. Go. This sheet of paper contains a list of names. Some have been crossed off. Window open at night. Small house on the edge of kindled. Iliad doesn't hear in. Keeps to himself, won't be. Wow, alright. Old dungeon key. Look at that. Old Journal of Jonas, huh? Oh, this looks fun. You approach the blood pool. The viscous liquid churns and bubbles. Feel essence rising to the surface. Why don't you clean that up? Ugh, who would create such vile thing? Strange power seems to be animating the blood. Hazard to guess and say that whatever it is place of death. We should not linger here. Bubbling cauldron of Skane's hateful seed. Nibbling and cowardly in his ways, but he has never lacked for focus. Yeah, sure, I'll extend my soul. Faint whispers resolve into a cacophony of voices. 500 men and women. Taken flesh is scourged and bloody or skinned and covered with flies. Eyes are black stone. Voices cry in unison. What's this? Another soul come to rage and burn, or merely to watch? It may be a long time in waiting. Our work today already. You're all sacrificed to Skane, weren't you? You're sacrificed to the whims and hungers of the rich and powerful. What we gave here, that was our decision. Fury burned within us, quenched and fed, but hate can be fashioned and a weapon by those willing to pay the price. In life we were weak, but in death we made power. You must ask, and you have never had need of revenge. Shame, there is nothing. Fun. Hold, I would know what you've done here. The pool itself begins to ripple with the sound of a distant chorus of perverse laughter that rakes at your ears. Lapping blood stirs a large metal cage submerged in the pool, and it creaks loudly as it rocks back and forth on a rusty pulley. Wait, let me ask you more about this place. Overwatch. The blood pool is ill. Don't want to talk to me. Corpse is bent forward as if watching her life's blood trickle away. Arms are cut open from elbow to wrist. Blood congeals on his corpse's slashed throat.
The longer we walk, the more lightly you'll have to sleep.
Cabinet is finely crafted from a deep, rich wood. However, many of the shelves are broken from rough hew. Mother.
Feeling the strain? Yes. No! Prisoners!
Go kill that person.
As you wish.
Elegant vase is cracked and chipped. It looks like an antique from me. Frickin' rest again. Oh, you find yourself back in the space inside the grieving mother's mind. It is familiar this time, and you feel you have seen countless bursts from the point. Something fills you with unease. The sky is darkened and the mist has risen from to hem you in. You are trapped. You hear something. The sound is strange, dissonant, warping metal. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet as it rises, the eerie melody drives the numb. There's a space in the middle. On the chimes. The noise resolves into a dull tone, and as it resounds through your bones, you see that your hands are. Once again, you are drawing forth life. Something warm and fragile, struggling into the world. This scene feels from the moment you have lived, and times for ominous. Some child. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear and sharp. Yet somewhere distant, they seem echoed by something else. Bells of sorrow, tolling bell. Possible to tell the child forth. An inexplicable sense of dread fills your soul as the child makes its journey to you. By push, a malicious presence. Lean forward to shield the child. Alas, the baby emerges, wet and ruddy from its journey. A lifetime seems to have passed as cradle with tremor. Cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul. That's all the same. Certain child. Dull clangor sounds. Feel a weight hang. Look down to see bones form hanging from a string. Bigger than they should be, and as they clink together, they make. Mother's too intent on her born to pay you any heed, and so you hide your back. She can't ever hide the bone chime. You shiver, leaf with premonition at the chill wind that suddenly sweeps the plateau. Woman does not fully understand her own. I had another dream about delivery at the birthing bell, but this one felt strange. There was an ominous undercurrent, and I got the impression that all was not as fully understand. I don't know who she really is. I may have to dig deeper. Let's give her a little chit chat, shall we?
Your mind comes bearing
And questions for you. I walked again to your memories. This time they felt. Back in space inside the grieving mother's mind. Focus. Focus on the woman's cries this time. Pain, or pain of childbirth, but is faint, distant, and you realize that you are soothing the pain with your mind. Eddie's relaxing her thoughts just enough so that she can still push from taking that pain onto yourself, but the pain has layers. The pressure, a familiar, welcoming pain, and the other sharp, a razor at your consciousness. And try to recall how you this place, you feel the same hollowness. It filled with be a whack. The very thought fills you with disquiet, like room. Child forth. Child's full of blurred at the edges as 5. Really pull back.
And what did you see in my memories? I would hear you speak of them. And I you? That is a question for you, not I.
All this backstory stuff. I feel like I might have done something wrong. Maybe not.
Your mind comes back. The birthing bell. The curse. Your mind comes.
There we go.
There was no child to carry it. And carry the weight of 100 deaths. I know. The Hollowborn. The Hollowborn have a future.
Saved.
They can be saved, and the tells spoke of such. They can be saved. They must be saved. You have seen the beauty in childbirth. What good came into the world there on the plateau. You helped me recall it. It is a memory we shared. It is the truth. And what would you consider real, Watcher? The truth that was experienced and remembered? Or the one that burned out only to be swept under the rug and forgotten like ash from a fireplace? For this is what drives us forward, motivates our actions.
There we go. Okay. Oh, and I just realized that she wears Aedra chimes around her wrists, the very chimes she claimed she gave to newborns. When I asked the grieving mother why she wore birthing chimes, she mentioned the Hollowborn. I mean, I kind of did, but whatever. She believes they can be saved and feels that it's critical that we find a way to restore them. I pressed her, and she became evasive. And there's more to the story, but I may have to spend more time with her in order to break through the lies she's woven around both of us. Doubt? Lost all.
Of course.
Another one. Or, oh, not. Something else entirely. A large, bull-necked man in a hood helps a young elven woman down from a glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten fresh blood.
You may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town. The transfusion. The
found her.
will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless. And I hope our new visitor does not complicate matters overly. Subversion. The black sheep cousin of justice. Or haven't you heard Lord Heron's tale of woe about a missing daughter and an impending marriage? He's sent his soldiers to scour the village while he bides his time at the Dracogen Inn. I don't expect you to understand what I'm doing. Neither the rituals of Scan nor the labors of Animancy meet with much approval in polite society. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from. Lord Heron's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid anyone who might know differently. She's his niece, and she's carrying his child.
Ew. Not a young woman, his own kin, no less.
Heron's own wife's delivered nothing but Hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Elise, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl, his own niece. This isn't just about Heron to the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege, people like Heron, are so often insulated from the consequences of their actions. The charged essence of dozens of maltreated slaves and
Disgusting.
underlings is already taking root in her mind. Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way.
That's probably not the right way to go about it.
You won't be able to look away from Heron's sins then.
Like a lot of trouble to go to when a simple lynch mob do. They don't get a lot of things right, but this kind of thing they know what to do with.
I do not wish to destroy Nestor Herond. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The deeds of his house will be eclipsed by his ruin. Foes will hear his name and shudder with pity. And any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association. You're hot-blooded, willful, but there is no room for mercy and vengeance.
Watcher, do not let this girl and her child become fodder for revenge. Find. Free her, the snake, as well as from hold her cat. Do it! Her bows her head. You watch her. Feel her reach out, persistent yet gentle. Alis does not move, but the grieving mother trembles with exertion. Hair around her rings times. At last she collapses. Throbs in her. For just a moment, Alis's eyes close. When they open again, her expression. Seen before her, you, Wyman, and the machine around her fear. She lets
Kill
cry.
all of them. If she can't destroy Heron, then we can destroy his legacy with her.
Can't let that happen, my dude. Wyman and Amos serendipity Skane told me surprising details about Alis and pregnancy by her uncle Lord Heron. Now that I've dealt with Wyman, it's time to deal with Heron. Well, I haven't quite dealt with Wyman yet, so off there, bud. Where's the pillar?
Lava beyond seek.
Lost the spell. These ones are.
Boy.
Lava. Lava beyond seek. We gotta take back.
Oh, I'm getting my ass whooped.
Leave it to me. Lava beyond seek.
No, how far back is this? Oh, I feel like I'm back at the beginning of the frickin' thing. No. Are you telling me it doesn't autosave after I rest? It doesn't freaking autosave after I rest. Oh, that's... Alright, well, we're gonna go turn to the other quest. Then we're gonna call it there. And we'll be back. Go through that entire thing all over again. That's some bull. Can I change that? Save anywhere. Well, let's go talk to Armor.
Greetings.
This is the things we've never thought. And look at the size of it. Big plans for this. You wait right here. I call it the lead spitter. Belonged to my father and served me in the Saints' War. It's old but sturdy. Packs a real punch. More useful to someone like yourself these days. Only 600 copies. I keep them. It's still looking too small. I don't expect to get any food litters out of it, and I just as soon not have it weaken the rest of the stock. Why don't you take it? Hold on. Yep, I got a pig pet. I now have a spider, pig, a dog, a cat. There it is. Oh, save that. Dude. Cannot believe it doesn't save after I read. What horse. Alright, we're gonna call it there. I will see you all tomorrow for Multiplayer Wednesday.